Precious, great game today.
Thank you.
What did you see out there?
Just playing. It was just a good game. Everybody, we really needed that win. It was a good test for us, so we showed up and played.
What are you seeing out there that's kind of been maybe different than last year for you?
Just understanding everybody, and the men is a different system, obviously. So just finding my way through it, and just really just playing, just hoping, playing basketball really.
When you're coming off of, a back-to-back, late night, playing a team that's fresh, and you have some tough matchups, what's your mentality even going into it?
You got to be mentally tough, mental preparation. Not so much of the physical, just because the time is against us. So you got to be mentally ready. Just go out there and just know what you're expecting and be ready for whatever they have on the other side.
And then not just as a team, but how can you personally take a game like this and just continue to build off of it?
Yeah, we just got to, learn from a game like this, see what we did right. Majority of the night, and just continue to work at night, just build off of this and continue to do what we did today.
Coming off of a back-to-back in this case, late arrival last night, game today against a fresh Phoenix team, how are you approaching this one that you guys came out with the result?
We just want to start off fast, force some of the difficult shots, and run out in transition and move the ball, get the best shot available.
What does this type of win kind of do for your team in terms of momentum and just creating a spark at this point in the season?
Oh, it's definitely big. Anytime you beat such a good team, you want to use it as momentum to keep it going and carry on winning.
Darko was saying the physicality you guys showed against KD maybe helped out down the stretch. Where does he rank in terms of challenges that you see across the league, and how important it is being as physical as possible against him?
At the top. He's one of the best scorers ever, one of the best players ever, so definitely at the top.
When you're coming into a game like this and you had Booker for most of the first half and then flipping over to KD for most of the second half, very different players. How much preparation did you put into kind of knowing that you could have either one of those guys?
I watch film on all players, so whoever I'm guarding, I'm pretty prepared.
Did you use that extra time yesterday to watch extra film while you were sitting in Brooklyn?
After the game? Oh, no. After the game, I had people in New York, so.
Do you feel like as this year in some ways you're even better than you were last year defensively? Do you feel like people are getting, or at least people are noticing a little sooner what you've been able to do?
I hope so. I think I get better every year, so I hope people are noticing.
You guys, arrived at 4 a.m. and these guys had 2 days rest, and you were the more energized team, really almost from start to finish. And how do you explain that? What does it say about you guys?
We're gonna come out every game ready to fight, ready to play as hard as we can, try to be the hardest working team out there on the floor. We knew it was a big game. We got a lot of guys that can score the ball. Those 2 guys that can score the ball, guys that can shoot the ball well. Just trying to be able to contain them, be physical, be aggressive, and then be able to just go out there and run the offense.
Do you feel like going into it that between you and Pascal and OG that you actually had some pretty good matchups for them defensively?
For sure. Got a lot of guys that's long and athletic. A great defender in me, a great defender in OG, a good defender in Pascal. Just being able to have that length, pressures coming off the bench, being able to switch it up at times as well. So we felt like we had a good chance.
When you're out there to start the second and fourth quarters with the bench units, how does your job compare to when you're out there with the starter? How does your job change compared to when you're out there with the starters, or does it?
I'll just say it's probably just more being able to get at the top in the offense, being able to get at the top, being able to play make, being able to drive, getting at the elbows. So I feel like that's just the main thing, being able to get it and then be able to run the offense, playing through me, and then just be able to get good offense out of it, out of pick and rolls, making off-ball movements, being able to go do handoffs and things like that. So, yeah, probably the main difference.
Why do you personally have so much success in the fourth quarter?
I don't know. I got that dog in me. You know, I get real energized. Just found a rhythm today. And just had it going. Found something and just kept sticking with it, being able to be aggressive. It was working.
KD's someone who's been complimentary to him in the past. And what's it like trying to slow down a guy like that with that size when you shoot it like that?
I think the main thing with us, we're just trying to be as physical as we can without trying to foul him. Still getting to the free throw line. We're just trying to be aggressive and contest all his jump shots. That was just the main thing. You know, he's a really tall, long arm, so he can be able to get his shot off no matter where it is on the floor. But just being able to just try to be physical and try to not allow him to get to the spots and be able to just contest as best as you can.
Scottie, what did cross your mind when you saw Dennis making the pass under the KD legs?
Oh, that was fire. That was fire. I was like, we was just running transition. I just saw him throw up to him. I was like, oh, damn. And then I was like, it was a good play.
You hit a three in, like, I think 8 consecutive games now. How confident are you with your shot? Do you see teams playing differently?
Say it again?
You've hit, like, 3 at least in, like, 8 consecutive games now. Like, what are you seeing just in terms of, how confident are you in your shot? And, like, specifically, how are defense playing different? Do you see any change?
I'm very confident in my shot, you know. I feel like I can shoot the ball really well. Didn't shoot that many today, but, you know, I'm going to be confident in my shot no matter what. Close out short, go in the screens. You know, I'm confident when I'm shooting the ball, I'm going to shoot it. I think our coach has been installing that in all of us. So when I go out there, I'm looking for the shot. No matter how the defense is playing me, if they want to go under, if they want to do a short closeout, I'm going to shoot the ball.
Have you noticed a difference in how defenses are playing you with the three falling as well as it has been this year?
Yeah, they've been having some more urgency closing out. So sometimes you just got to be looking out for it. But, you know, some teams still, you know, I guess they don't respect it. So, you know, you just got to make them pay.
Pascal, how important was it for you guys to get off to a good start today after, you know, given all the circumstances leading up to the game?
Yeah, no, it was important. I think, obviously, we already knew what was happening, but it's like just no excuse at the end of the day. Like, we got here, we got some sleep, so coming to the game, I think we just wanted to have a good start. I thought we did, but then, you know, it was a little up and down, but I'm glad we got the win, though.
And I mean, for those of us who haven't done it, like, what does your body feel like after a second night back-to-back, coming in at 4 in the morning versus, you know, a typical, when you got at least a day or 2 days between games? But,
yeah, I mean, I think it is what it is. I think, like, at the end of the day, like, sometimes with those back-to-backs, it's like, I get home and I sleep at 5 a.m. anyway, so I don't think it matters. Like, I feel like, I mean, obviously it was just like inconvenient, but I think for me it's just like I feel like those back-to-backs is hard, like regardless, you know, like if we got here early or we got there, like it comes down to the same thing. I feel like, so I'm just, you know, happy for the guys, proud that you know we brought energy and obviously a big win for us, like against a really good team.
What do you make of some of that? I mean, like, you guys have had some disappointing losses and some really impressive wins that kind of keep going back and forth. Is it just a matter of, like, trying to find consistency between the two and sustaining it? Is that...
I just got to be consistent. I think, again, I don't think it matters who the opponent is. I think it's just, like, being consistent with what we do. And we find ourselves, you know, in certain games, like, with low energy or sometimes, you know, it's not... Like we're not making rap plays or we're not making shots or like we have turnovers. Like I think it's just a combination of a lot of different things. But at the same time, it's like once we are locked in, you know, like it really doesn't matter like who we play. I just think that we got to continue to find that chemistry.
And it's games like this, I imagine, that give you guys that optimism and encouragement that this is what you're capable of.
Yeah, no, for sure. We got to keep fighting, keep working. It's not always going to be pretty. And like I said, you know, it's new, so it's going to take time. We just hope to, you know, get a rhythm, win some games in a row. I think it's going to help.
In terms of human relationship, what do you like the most from Darko?
You said what?
In terms of human relationship, what do you like the most?
Like you said, relationship with Darko?
Yeah, in your case.
I mean, I think he's a good guy. I think.
I think just like obviously being able to communicate, trying to be a motivator. I think he does a good job to just continue to motivate the guys and trying to get us to do like to kind of like do some of the things that he wants us to do, and I think that he communicates with the guys, and obviously it's going to be a process. Like I think it's also his first time being a head coach in the NBA, so he's going to learn, and I think that he takes that challenge, continue to learn and being accountable himself, and also trying to always like back us, anything, taking the blame from certain things, and I think that's for a coach, I think that's important, just being a leader, and I think that he tries not to like point the finger too much, so I think that's good.
I think of Dennis having the confidence tonight, his shot wasn't really falling a lot to be aggressive late and get that big layup.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's got to be himself. I think obviously I feel like him as a point guard, I think just continue to put the team, like getting guys in positions. Like today he had 12 assists. I feel like he could have more. Obviously, like I think just like continue to do that. I think his stuff is gonna come to like using his speed. And the last layup, just getting there, finishing. He's capable of doing those things, and I think that as long as he continues to run the team and putting guys in position, he's gonna be all right.
Oui, Pascal, une question en français. Vous avez limité Devin Booker à seulement 8 points ce soir. À quoi attribuez-vous cette performance de sa part? Est-ce que c'est votre défense ou bien c'est lui qui n'était pas en forme ce soir?
Des joueurs comme lui, c'est compliqué, mais je pense que Scottie, OG, tout le monde qui l'a gardé aujourd'hui, ils ont fait un bon boulot. Et aussi, c'est un boulot d'équipe. Donc, après avoir passé le premier défenseur, il y a l'aide et je pense qu'on a fait un bon boulot, mais OG et Scottie ont aussi bien fait. Et puis bon, des joueurs comme ça, ils ont eu des matchs comme ça, on va les prendre, hein. Donc, parce qu'on sait que c'est des trucs qu'ils peuvent faire dans des nuits différentes. Donc, ouais.
Vous avez joué un match hier, vous êtes arrivé aujourd'hui à 4h du matin, et donc une grosse victoire pour l'équipe. Comment est-ce que vous préparez un match pareil après donc un match hier et puis vous arrivez?
Ouais, on sait que c'est compliqué, c'est dur physiquement, mais je pense que tout le monde avec le mental était prêt. Et on s'est dit, ça ne vaut pas la peine d'avoir des excuses et quoi que ce soit, ça arrive. Et je suis content que les joueurs ont pu juste tourner la page et se préparer pour le match d'aujourd'hui, apporter de l'énergie. Et on est content qu'on gagne ce soir.
Une dernière question. Ce vendredi, vous jouez contre les Knicks, mais c'est aussi un match spécial pour Giants of Africa. Pour vous, en tant qu'originaire du continent, qu'est-ce que ça représente pour vous une soirée pareille?
Non, tout le temps qu'on peut reconnaître le continent, ça fait plaisir. Surtout que venir du Cameroun et de voir l'impact que l'Afrique a aujourd'hui en NBA, c'est beau à voir. Donc, toutes les fois qu'on peut célébrer cette nuit-là, parfois il y a aussi le Nelson Mandela nuit ou tous ces trucs comme ça, ça fait vraiment plaisir. Et pour nous, c'est important.
You talked before about needing everybody who plays to contribute, and that's pretty much what you got tonight.
Yes. Yes, guys stepped up. Thought Gary gave us good minutes off the bench. Precious double-double in 18 minutes. This is what we expect from Precious. This kind of energy, this kind of focus. He did a really good job. Bench was great today. Thought that Jalen was good there as well. I did poor job with Chris Boucher minutes. I did not a good job in the first half giving him more opportunity there. That's on me. I'm going to own that one. But yes, bench was great today, and but starters as well. They did their job, and they were fighting for the whole game.
What is it with Scottie, do you think, that turns him on in the fourth quarter of games?
He's a winner. Scottie Barnes is a winner. Like when you coach him, you just feel that energy. You feel him on the bench, the way he's energizing a whole team. He's not shying away from the moment, offensively or defensively. I thought that him and OG did outstanding job today on probably like 2 one of the best duos in the league in Durant and Booker, and really proud of the work that he did today.
You mentioned the job on Durant. You've seen him play enough where you can contest the same, and he goes 18 for 30 instead of 11 for 30. But what did, especially OG at the end, what did you like about what he was doing?
It was physicality during the whole game that paid off. OG did a really good job from the jump of being physical with him, making very uncomfortable for KD to catch the ball outside of his zones, and also like his size and ability to contest those shots. He made him miss some of those, but overall great effort. Really proud of the character of our guys, and this big win for us.
You talked before the game that life in the NBA, sometimes you get dealt a tough hand, you just got to go with it. You mentioned the character of this team. Like, what did today say about these guys?
This is a group of people that they don't quit. They want to win. They want to represent our team. They want to represent city of Toronto and whole Canada. And those guys, they take a lot of pride in what they do. So every time when we play at home, there is extra energy that those guys feel playing in front of our crowd, and it's really fun to coach this team.
Siakam started off really attacking the paint, 14 points in that first half. What does that do for your offense when it gets started like that in a game?
He attacked the paint, but more than scoring early in the game, he was really finding his teammates and in the wide open shots. I thought that kind of aggressiveness is something that we constantly need. Start of the game, we kept them at 20 points. So when we rebounded the ball, it just gave him opportunity to be early in transition to catch the ball and attack. As the game was progressing, they were able to score more and made some shots, and that just makes it harder for us to find those opportunities early in transition, So I thought that he did an outstanding job today, playing the right way, playing for his teammates, and he was a big reason why we won the game today.
A really nice stretch of games, and obviously really efficient stretch of games for Yak. What's the biggest difference that you've seen in him over the last few weeks compared to earlier on in the season?
He's getting his conditioning back for sure. I think he's finding ways in pick and rolls with teammates that he can get in a pocket pass. He's one of the best in the league in shooting from that non-rim area from the blocks, and he has amazing touch there. He's doing a really good job of playing in those pockets and in pick and rolls and finding opportunities. But also his game at the elbows and top of the key, playing from the DHOs and playmaking is still developing, and something that we're going to continue to work on with him.
You mentioned Scottie's a winner, but is there something you're seeing that he's doing different in the fourth quarter compared to, let's say, the first half? Like in Toronto, he's been doing that for a little while now, where he really turns it on the fourth, but not always at the beginning of games. What do you think is the difference?
I mean, it's a long game. It's 48 minutes game for sure. We would like Scottie to be on nonstop, every player, but we're constantly addressing that with him, that we need him like that in the first quarter, and the second quarter, and the third quarter. But it's just like when the game is on the line, like you have players, and Scottie is one of those guys. You just see in his eyes that he's like ultra focused and ready. He loves the moment. He's embracing the moment, and he's ready to go out there and do whatever it takes. Is that assist? Is that the offensive rebound? Is that the block a shot? He's just like doing amazing job there. Really proud of him today.
Dennis had 21 assists, no turnovers the last two games. His shots not always falling. What does it say about him to just be able to do that?
Well, he made a big one at the end over there, right? And this speaks volume to his character. Again, another player who's not shying from the moment. I thought that he was great today, and we're going to continue relying on him. 12 assists today. He was really moving the ball.
Another one? Sorry. I actually did. Sorry, it's very random. I'm just curious with the early morning arrival in this game. How many coffees did you have today?
A couple of.